Opening night is not something you apply for or ask for, and it's really not something you really even think about as a filmmaker, like, oh, one day I hope I could be opening night film. It's just so sort of outside the realm of, what you think about when you're making your movie. My name is Brett Morgan. I'm the writer, director, producer of Chicago 10. Obviously, having a documentary selected to open the festival is unique and is somewhat of an anomaly, but I think that at Sundance it just makes perfect sense because this festival has championed documentary films from the beginning of the festival, and I think far more so in a way than narrative film, because there isn't really a major documentary filmmaker or a major documentary film that did not premiere at this festival. I mean, you could count them, there are exceptions, really. There's 3 or 4 or 5. So all nonfiction in America sort of runs through Sundance, and if it wasn't for this festival, and if it wasn't for Jeff and Bob, I don't think documentaries would have penetrated the marketplace the way that they have. Honestly, when I conceived of this film, I always intended that it would premiere at the Sundance Film Festival, particularly at the Eccles Theater, where I premiered The Kid Stays in the Picture. And the movie was created to play as a theatrical experience. So to be able to present it here tonight in this place at this time, with all the trappings, it's incredible. I couldn't have asked for it's a dream come true, really. The timing for this film couldn't be more perfect. I mean, the last week President Bush ordered in another 20,000 troops or what have you, which is the opening line of our film from Lyndon Johnson. So I don't think when I was talking to Graydon Carter, my producing partner, this morning, we were joking about 5 years ago when we conceived of the film, we never thought it would be as relevant today as it continues to be. Animation serves a couple factors. One, it allows the film to feel more pop and kinetic, and it kind of serves as a commentary on the trial itself. Jerry Rubin once referred to the trial as a cartoon show. I've always thought it was kind of arrogant for filmmakers to think that they could change the world with their films. I mean, maybe I'm too cynical or what have you, but that doesn't stop us from trying. My goal with any film I make is first and foremost to entertain people, and secondly, if they, to try to provoke them in one way or another. This film, in particular, Chicago 10, was designed from the beginning to try to mobilize people to get out there and sort of raise their voice and sort of remind people about the importance of taking a stand. We live in an era where a lot of people think protest is sending a $10 contribution via the internet to a candidate of their choice. These aren't quiet times. This isn't the time to be quiet. It's a loud film, but it's loud for a reason. And it's time, it's a wake-up call.
It's a great pleasure to introduce to you the director of Chicago 10, Brett Morgan.
I'll enjoy it if it goes well. I think, if they don't respond well, I don't think I could enjoy myself, to be perfectly honest.